Hello and welcome to my new channel where we take old clothes and make it fashion. My name is Peer, I'm a fashion designer and I want to inspire you to think twice before you throw away your old clothes. If that sounds interesting, if you like DIY fashion videos and upcycling, subscribe to my channel now because I do upload every week. And let's start with a new project. So I don't know what's the situation in your area, but here in Berlin it is suddenly a little bit rainy, the temperature went down and I feel like it's the end of the summer, and therefore we're gonna do a little bit more of a cozy project and we're gonna work with some needle felting again. Basically make a pants that will prepare us for autumn. So what are we gonna do today? So I found this really beautiful wool pants and I'm gonna use that as a base. And I found this jumper, which is an acrylic jumper, unfortunately not a wool jumper, but I did really like the pattern. It actually really reminds me of a jumper I used to wear a lot. So I want to kind of make it look like I have like the printed joggingspants, which is then the bottom part of this jumper. And I want to merge it with the trousers with my needle felting tools. So it's going to be a little bit of athleisure, comfy wear with a little bit of office wear. So if you don't know what needle felting is, I have another video where I try it the first time. I'm going to do it again now, but in a very different way. With needle felting you can basically merge two different kind of fabrics, of which one is a wool kind of fabric with short fibers that you can basically merge with another fabric by putting barbed needles through it. So therefore I have this needle felting set that I bought on Amazon. I will leave links in the description if you want to try something like this out at home as well, which contains the needle felting tool with like 8 needles and the ones with 1 needle. And I think for today's project you definitely need one with more needles than just one, because otherwise it's gonna take you forever. And I have the mat that you have to put under your project when you are needle felting. And because I want to open the legs, you need also your sewing machine to close them again, and your pins and your seam ripper and that kind of stuff. So I'm first gonna take my seam ripper and open the legs. I'm gonna open the inside seam in my case. And because I'm gonna basically attach the jumper around the hemline, I think this can also be very fun if you found a pants and the legs are too short, for example. You have sometimes this kind of leg length that is a little bit awkward and you're like, oh, I love this pants, maybe the length was not that much mine. And then I think this is a really fun way to elongate the legs. And watch out to not poke holes. I've done that before. You can do it with sleeves, like maybe you have a jacket where you would like some knit sleeves on there, for example. I might want to try that too. And this technique even works on denim, I read on the internet. And then I mean denim as the bottom surface on a denim jeans.
Let's head into the craft corner because we're catching up with our good friend Vicki Klontz again from Annie's Keepsakes.
A lot of people know about needle felting on wool.
Sure.
But not everybody knows you can also needle felt on denim.
I didn't really know until you sent the directions and said, I'm going to do this. I said, really? 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 Okay.
Yeah.
Now that I opened the leg, I'm gonna fold it open and basically take a little pattern of the bottom part of the leg to know what kind of piece we have to get out of the jumper. And because I do not have pattern paper, I'm just gonna use a little bit of old fabric that I have. Luckily I have my dog assistants to help me with this task. So yeah, this looks a little wasteful, but don't worry, I'll reuse it. Ta-da, pattern! I'm too big for this camera. And now I just put my pattern, I don't know if I'm allowed to call this a pattern, on the jumper. And because this jumper has a cool kind of finishing, like, you know, a jumper finishing, I'm gonna use that as basically the hemline of the joggingspants. And then now we're gonna cut.
Thanks for the beer, Alan.
Ron, do you know what air quotes mean?
Because why not? Then I'm just gonna cut 2 of the same pieces out of the jumper, so from both sides. Today I'm gonna do a little bit of a more symmetrical design, so both legs are gonna be more or less the same. Like, not the same, but the same. Okay guys, maybe I just don't know yet, okay? And this is a cute belly jumper now. Honestly, since I'm cutting all these things, I'm like, This is also the recipes of my last project that I'm wearing now, and didn't know it could be so simple to get a new outfit sometimes. Cut a little and wear it. And voila, we have 2 legs. Isn't fashion easy? If you do not have a lock machine, you can just do a zigzag and maybe use also some interfacing to make sure that the seams of the legs are not gonna fray too much. But I'm gonna try out this lock machine. So I got the sides done with the lock machine. The bottom already has this beautiful kind of band that's knitted in there, so we don't have to worry about that. So now I'm going to the top edges, basically pulling softly to get the threads loose and create some mess. Basically trying to create like a run that goes down, but because it's a double knit it seems to go a little less easy than I thought. Now you start to understand why I chose a knitwear jumper to do this. Then we can fill all those loose threads on the pants and create art. And then I'm just gonna take my open leg and lay my knitwear on top of it, and I'll just use some pins to attach it for now. What do you guys think of knitwear? Is that your thing? Do you think it's cool? I'm not such a knitwear person anymore, I thought. And then I discovered the needle felting tools. And punch! Then I'm gonna lay my mat under there, and I'm gonna start with my 8 needle tool. First do the bigger work and then go to the finer needles later. And I start there in the edges that were frayed. I'm just pulling the threads up a little bit and punch on. And here you might have to pay some attention that if you punch the parts that will not be covered by your knitwear, it might damage your fabric a little. So therefore you have your precise needle puncher to go for the one thread kind of details. But my fabric is already a little bit roughened, like maybe a little bit felted even. So I don't think you really see damages from the 8 needle tool. Yeah, the 8 needle tool is much quicker. Well, I guess 8 times quicker. Always curious how the back looks, because there you can see basically how far you are with the punching. Nobody told the inside was gonna look pretty, but you have to take into account that, yeah, it looks like a mold or something. That is going well. And this is so easy. Oh, and by the way, if you think, wow, that pants is beautiful, check out my 3D Shibori tutorial. That was also a really cool project. A bit more of an effort than this, but it was really fun. And if you really want to be able to wash your garment later, you have to punch really well. Just make sure to not put it in the dryer. And if you have any sort of frustration, anger, even disappointment, any unwanted emotions, this is the time to let that all out. Just punch it away. On your fabric, of course. Don't go too hard though, then the needles will break. My arms are working. I'm changing my arm from right to the left. Because when the right arm is tired, I use the left one. And when the left arm gets tired, I go to the right one again. You can see it's already getting well attached. And if you, for example, have somewhere a hole that you think like, oh, that is a bit of a shame, then of course you can always go to your rest piece and take just some threads out of there and just punch them over. Easy as that. So you can see I did the whole width of the leg in the area where I wanted to felt the pants. And it's really well attached now. So now I'm gonna pin back the legs together and close them with the sewing machine. voila, that's the pants. I think it turned out pretty cool. I really like how actually two kind of old-fashioned looking vintage items are now combined, looking super modern and super designer and super expensive. So I definitely will feel cozy, comfy and warm in this autumn. I'm looking forward to actually wear it. What do you think? Do you like this pants? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up please. And if you didn't subscribe yet, do that now because I upload cool videos every week and it really helps to support and grow my channel and spread my upcycling message. So do that now please. And if you do any upcycling project at home inspired by my videos or you just want me to see it, please tag me on Instagram and #FashionRack. And I hope to see you in my next video. Thanks guys, bye.